The man had just lit a match when his expression froze instantly. Even the shouts of his teammate beside him elicited no response. It wasn't until the flame reached his fingers that he finally reacted. When the waiter asked what was wrong, Mark explained that Ed was probably just tired and needed a drink to relax. But just as Ed picked up his glass, it suddenly slipped from his hand. Mark was startled and immediately asked if Ed was feeling unwell. Ed denied it and said he just had a strange feeling like he didn't belong to this world and might disappear at any moment. Mark didn't take it seriously and thought Ed was joking. But then Ed stood up and said he needed to make a phone call. Not long after, he called Mark over. Ed was now leaning weakly against the wall and said he had just called his parents. But strangely, they claimed not to know him and even insisted they never had a son. Mark was also confused and tried to comfort him, suggesting it might be a prank. But Ed disagreed and said he felt he was about to vanish, adding that the three of them should never have come back from that flight. Mark assumed Ed was ill and told him to rest while he went to find a doctor. But as he headed toward the door, something on the table caught his eye: a newspaper. He picked it up and looked through it quickly. In the photo that had originally shown the three of them returning from the flight, only he and another teammate remained. This bizarre sight made Mark feel uneasy. He rushed toward the phone booth, only to find that Ed had vanished. He immediately went to the bartender and asked where Ed had gone. But then he noticed something else: the broken glass on the floor had also disappeared. Even more shockingly, the bartender insisted that Mark had come alone. Mark couldn't believe it and asked again, but the waiter only looked at him with utter confusion. Panic flooded Mark's mind. He staggered backward, cursing the terrifying prank. He quickly told his wife about the strange events of the day, but what his wife said next left him even more shocked.